Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about polarization of light. It is one of the properties of light that can be explained based on the wave nature of light. We all know that light is transverse in nature. It is also electromagnetic wave where electric and magnetic field lines are aligned in this manner. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. In this diagram, electromagnetic wave is propagating in x-axis and E vector along the y-axis and magnetic vectors along the z-axis. Therefore, we understand that electric field vectors spread in all directions in an ordinary light as shown here, which has two components. One is a parallel component. These arrows represent vibrations parallel to plane of paper and the dots represent vibrations perpendicular to the plane of paper. So, any ordinary light which is called as unpolarized light in which electric field lines spread in all directions that has the parallel and perpendicular components as shown in the diagram. This can be channelized in one direction by using certain optical devices called polarizer and analyzer. These polarizers and analyzers are made up of tourmaline crystal or nickel prism. And here these optical devices work under the property of selective absorption of light and also the double refraction of light. And hence they restrict the direction of light in one direction. Therefore, you can see here when unpolarized light is incident on polarizer and it allows only those electric field vectors which are parallel to its optic center. That you can see here, the optic axis is here and it allows only those vectors which are parallel to this center. Therefore, here the light that comes out of the polarizer is channelized in one direction which has only one component that comes out, and this light is now called as plane polarized light or linearly polarized light. And now this can also be analyzed further by using an analyzer. Analyzer also made up of the same material, and here is the optic axis of that, and this optical device allows the light vectors which are parallel to its optic axis. And now you can see this is the finally transmitted light that comes out of the analyzer, which has the maximum intensity which we can see here. Therefore, this property of channelizing light in one direction is said to be polarization. We understand the phenomenon of restricting the oscillations of a wave to just one direction in the transverse plane is called as polarization of waves. And this maximum intensity of light that comes out of the analyzer depends on the orientation between the plane of transmission of polarizer and the analyzer. Now, if we consider that when the analyzer is rotated about certain axis with respect to the plane of polarizer, then when it comes to 90 degree with respect to the polarizer, then no light will be seen. That means the plane polarized light that is falling in analyzer but will not be transmitted. Why? Because as I told you, this intensity of light depends on the angle of orientation between these two, polarizer and the analyzer. So now we understood the concept of polarization, and this property of polarization is used in channelizing the light. That principle is used in sunglasses and 3D glasses, etc. We also have to learn about law of Malus. The scientist Malus who studied about polarization property. Now here, according to him, when a beam of completely plane polarized light is passed through an analyzer, the intensity I of transmitted light varies directly as a square of cosine of angle theta between the transmission directions of polarizer and analyzer. As I told you, the transmitted light, the intensity of the transmitted light, it depends on the orientation between the transmission plane of polarizer and the analyzer. Therefore, according to Malus, here you can see the plane of polarizer is shown here and the plane of analyzer is shown here, and this is the angle theta between the two planes. And A is the amplitude of the transmitted light. Therefore, it is resolved into two components. A cos theta, that is parallel to the plane of analyzer, and A sin theta is just perpendicular to the plane of analyzer. Therefore, according to the statement given by Malus, we are writing here the intensity of light transmitted from the analyzer. We are taking that as I for intensity, which is proportional to that amplitude component which is in the same direction of analyzer. Therefore, we are writing here A square cos square theta. As we all know that I is proportional to A square. But here this A cos theta is that component, the parallel component we have taken. So A square cos square theta we have written. Now I can also be written here is equal to K A square cos square theta after substituting the constant. And now we can also rearrange this. I is equal to I naught cos square theta, where I naught, we can say that it is the intensity of light that comes out of the polarizer, which is equal to Ka square. And this is the necessary equation we have to remember, which is written based on law given by Malus. So I is equal to I naught cos square theta. This is very important term to understand. That is, the intensity of light transmitted by the analyzer is proportional to, as here given, square of cosine of angle theta between the transmission directions of polarizer and analyzer. You can also see here it depends on the value of theta. Therefore, we can say when theta is equal to 0, when we substitute here cos 0 is equal to 1, and when theta is equal to plus 1, when theta is equal to 180, when we are substituting, then also the similar value minus 1. So in between plus or minus 1, therefore I can be written here as I naught. That is, the intensity of light transmitted by the analyzer is equal to the intensity of light transmitted by the polarizer. This can be taken as case 1. In case 2, when we discuss, theta is equal to 90 degree. That is, the analyzer is rotated by 90 degree with respect to the polarizer. Therefore, we write cos 90 is equal to 0, and hence I will be equal to 0. That shows there is no light transmitted by the analyzer. You can also see this from the graph shown here. You can see at 90 degree and 270 and so on. Here you can find the intensity is equal to 0. And the rest of the angles, the intensity I is equal to I naught, that is stated by I naught cos square theta. This is the graph drawn between theta and the intensity. So this is a statement given by Malus, and I hope you understood the introduction for polarization of light and also the explanation given by Malus very well. Thank you for watching.